Ladies, we're back for another Ask Mark. I'm really starting to love this segment. Hey, you guys are getting really involved with the comments and you're posting lots and lots of stuff. So keep it up, and every week I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to answer 3 questions every single week from you guys. Best ones that I pick from any video. So keep your comments up, and if you're not subscribed already, you have to be a subscriber. So hit the subscribe button, and there's a little notification bell thing you can click as well to make sure that you get notified when there's new videos. Ask Mark. This week we've got some awesome questions, and the first one is from the respect video, how to get a guy's respect. One of my favorite videos and favorite messages coming across in that video, because I think respect is such an important topic when it comes to dating. Absolutely, there's really nothing that's more important than getting a guy's respect. So this question comes from that video, and it's from Ayusi. And Ayusi writes, I think that's how you say it, Ayusi. So essentially, if a guy doesn't respect you now, he never will. I got myself into a sort of booty call friends with benefits situation because I had absolutely no experience or knowledge about those types of relationships. That's cool, it happens. After doing some research, I realized how these things end up. I'm at the point where I'm ending it because it feels right for me. Awesome, as you should. I've tried to end it before and went back to him because it was his birthday and I felt bad. What sort of horrible person am I if I deny a man sex on his birthday? It's his birthday, Mark! I realise now that I don't want him to have power over me anymore. Should I give up hope that he will ever respect me? Okay, I like this question because we haven't really done a video on getting a guy's respect back. We've done videos on getting guys' respect, and I think that comes across in a lot of my videos. But getting guys' respect back is an interesting sort of dilemma. It's hard because you've started out sort of in the wrong place if you haven't got a guy's respect initially. You've set one frame for yourself where it's, okay, I am willing to be his booty call and go over there. Or I am willing to put in effort when he's not putting effort into me. Which is obviously not an ideal image to have. But can you get his respect back? Yes, you absolutely can. Same principles apply. You've got to do the same things we talked about to get his respect back. Now in this particular case, it was, Ayusi felt like she wasn't respecting herself because she was willing to be his booty call on his terms. Now there's nothing inherently wrong with early sex if you're doing it for you and for the right reasons. A guy's going to respect you for that. But in this case, you obviously feel like you didn't do that and you did it more on his terms when maybe you really did want a relationship, but you were happy, or you weren't happy, but you were willing to be his booty call. So you cost yourself his respect perhaps in that way. Now, can you get it back? Yes, you absolutely can. It's one of those situations where a break is very helpful, a time gap between seeing him. And what that allows is it kind of allows him time to think about you in a new way. So you often see this with a breakup is let's say a man breaks up with a woman, we'll take a stereotypical example, say she was far too needy and clingy, right? Now, what a woman will be tempted to do is say, okay, I've turned over a new leaf. I'm no longer the needy, clingy woman that I used to be, and I'm going to prove it to him. And this is like 3 days after the breakup. And the guy's just like, she hasn't changed. She's just acting in a new way because she wants to get me back. Whereas, let's say you did that 3 months after the breakup. Or hell, let's say you ran into him and showed him that 3 years after the breakup. There's a gap there, right? It's a new frame for the relationship. So that allows the guy to think about you in a new way more easily. So if time passes, and what I recommend here, Ayusi, is let a little bit of time pass. Let a month, maybe 2, a bit more if you can, pass. And that way, when you come back and you start acting in the sort of new you way, it's going to seem a lot more legitimate than if you just change your behavior now. If you do it now, he's like, oh, she's still the same person, she's just acting differently. If you do it later, it's like, okay, she's a different person and she's acting differently, so I'm going to respect that. So that's the biggest thing I would say. The other thing is obviously don't do the things that you were doing before that lost his respect. So make sure, if you're not happy just getting sex for you, then don't be his booty call at his convenience. Expect him to reciprocate effort he puts into you. So next time he calls you over, hey babe, come around tonight, be like, no, I don't think that's right for me. I'd love to see you this week though, so if you want to head out and get some lunch, we can do that. But otherwise, I think I'd prefer not to. So yes, you can get a guy's respect back, but it sometimes just takes a little bit more time and a little bit more effort than if you'd done some of the things we talked about in the video from the very beginning. Okay, second question is from Sabrina, and this was on the jealousy video. So I find jealousy a fascinating topic. It's kind of a niche topic, but it's a really important one because we all have insecurities, and usually jealousy is going to come up at least a little bit in some way in your relationships. So knowing how to handle it is really fundamental, because if you get this wrong, slowly but surely it can disintegrate your whole relationship. And Sabrina's basically brought up this point. She says, there's absolutely nothing a woman can do to reassure a jealous man. This is in response to the video, by the way. If she stops one activity, he will move on to the next absurd demand until you're basically his couch potato. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Sabrina. And I love this comment. I really love it because she is right. If you stop doing those things, and I talk about this a bit in the video, first it's little things, and then it's medium things, and then it's big things. And you give up these things, and soon you've given up so much of yourself that there's nothing left. And you end up resenting him for it, and he's like, where's this girl that I originally fell in love with? So you're absolutely right, Sabrina. The first part, there's nothing a woman can ever do to reassure a jealous man. You're right in a sense that he has to reassure himself. You're absolutely right. He has to be able to reassure himself, but you can facilitate that process. You can facilitate him sitting with what's making him insecure, but not making it worse for him at the same time. So for example, you don't want to not, like let's say you've got a guy friend, you don't want to not see that guy friend anymore just because your boyfriend gets jealous over it. Now this is assuming, obviously he is a friend and you knew him, maybe you knew him before the relationship or maybe you didn't, but obviously he's just a friend. You don't want to stop seeing that guy because you're right, one thing's going to lead to another. At the same time, if you just go, bugger ya, I'm going out there, I'm going to see him, don't care what you think, slam the door, that's really not very helpful either, is it? You know, we all have insecurities, and it's not really facilitating his to improve by doing that. So if you haven't watched the jealousy video, links in the description, but you can facilitate sort of reassuring him and him reassuring himself by saying, look, this guy's a friend, I've known him since before I met you, he will always be a friend, and I'm always coming back to you. So this is something I'm going to do for me, I hope you can respect me for that. And then you can go see your friend after that. And that's a lot better and a lot more reassuring for him than going, bugger you can't fix jealousy, I'm just F ya, I'm off to see him, I don't care what you think. Doesn't really help, right? And doesn't show a lot of empathy for his insecurities, which we all have. And final question today, which is an interesting one, comes from Jillian. And Jillian wrote, how often should I send my boyfriend, and I love you or I miss you, text while he needs time to deal with something that has been holding him back in our relationship? He said that all he wants is to love me and everything will be alright, but right now he just can't. Okay, a couple of things here. There's not a ton of information provided. So the first thing is, what's going on? Why does he need space here? I can love you, I wish I could love you, all I want is to love you, but I can't right now. That sounds like a bit of a cop-out to me. But with any of these why does the guy need space videos, it's important to ask the question, why is he asking for it? Is he saying it because his dad just passed away and he really needs time to himself? Okay, that makes sense. Is he saying it because he's had a tough day at work and now he's been quiet for a week? Okay, that doesn't make sense. Your needs matter too. Now, how often should I text him? Jillian, he should be updating you with what's going on. This is really important, guys. If a guy asks for space, it's important to go, okay, how are we going to do this? Okay, you want space, I can respect that. I'm going to meet your needs in the relationship. My needs are important as well though, so what can I expect from you during this time? Okay, your dad passed away, I can understand that. Is it okay if you text me every day just to let me know how things are going? That's all I expect. One text and then I'm going to be happy and you can have your space. So it's really important when you start these situations that you establish some sort of common ground because your needs matter too. And I notice a lot of women are willing to go, I'm going to give the guy everything he wants. I'm going to wait around as long as he wants. I'm going to show him my love for as long as he wants without expecting anything at all in return. And your needs matter too. Like, of course you are going to help him with his needs, but you also can't sit around for a month while he just stuffs around because he's stressed at work and isn't sure where his life is going. That's not fair for you. So form that balance. So to answer your question, Jillian, you might text a guy once a day, something like this, but your needs matter too. If a girl did this to me, I would not be sending her a text every day if she just didn't reply at all. If she was just I need space, Mark, I'm going away to think about my life. I'm not going to text her I love you every night for 2 weeks without hearing anything back from her. So the answer is a little bit it depends, because it depends what caused this. Did you guys agree to have some interaction during it? And is he reciprocating? Is he sending you anything so far? Because you deserve some contact too. So if you like, Jillian, pop your extra details in the comments below, and I'll answer those in typing format, and the rest of you can have a read of that and where the situation goes. Thank you for writing in again, guys. I really love these videos. They're great fun and I love filming them. So keep the comments coming. More comments, more comments. We can get this channel out there, spread it around, share it with your friends, especially if you enjoy the content. Show your friends, because the more we can spread message of positive self-esteem and positive self-worth in dating, the more women we're going to be able to touch with all this great information, and the more questions I'm going to be able to answer for all of you. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Pop a thumbs up on the like button, hit the subscribe with the little bell so that you get notifications as well. Keep your comments coming, and I will see you next week.